एवरीवन, वेलकम हियर एंड आज हम एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक पे डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं। कैंपस से कॉर्पोरेट तक की जो जर्नी होती है वो कितनी डिफिकल्ट और कितनी इजी होती है। आज हम बात करेंगे अपने गेस्ट से। तो वी हैव अ गेस्ट हियर विथ अस एंड द नेम ऑफ द गेस्ट इज कनिष्क कुणाल. He is N3 qualified and a BA in Japanese language, literature, and cultural studies with over 4 years of experience in translation, interpretation, and language training. And right now, he is working with Amazon Development Center India Private Limited in Hyderabad. So, as an investigation specialist. So, hi, Kanishk.
Hi Radha. Hi everyone.
Yeah, how are you, Kanishk?
I'm very fine. Thank you for asking.
First of all, I would like to thank you so much that you just got some time and you joined us. So I will just let you know that today we are going to discuss about the journey of college to corporate life. How was it, and how was your experience in that? Yeah.
So obviously, if I recollect my memories going back past 7 years or 5 years, I find it very pleasing because no doubt JNU is one of the best campuses in India, and it's a great honor to be a part of that institute. So we all know about this campus. It's the democracy on the campus is very well known to the entire country, and yes, so we know there are different languages taught in this campus, and I was part of the Japanese language center, and I study Japanese language with culture and historic things also, being the student of this language center. It was initially I thought I found a little difficult because Japanese is completely different language from what we study, like Hindi and English. It's a pictographic language where we need to draw many uh, pictures like ideographic logos with this various strokes. So it's initially I found it a little difficult, but once I got into it, I found it interesting too because it conveys a very beautiful message when you start thinking about these logos deeply. So it actually symbolizes the actual meaning of a particular logo. So I really liked it when I
Definitely.
started learning. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We would be talking about your experience and everything in this journey, in this session. Introduction. We just want to know more about you.
I was I'm from Patna basically, and many of my friends were already studying in JNU. So before that, I didn't know anything about JNU, but I'm a little privileged in this part that my friends were already associated with this such a big college, university. You can say, and having seen them, I also thought that let's try our luck and get into this university. And fortunately, I got the chance. So Japanese was my top priority, and I got that. Yes.
So how did you think about Japanese only? Matlab, there are many languages. So why only Japanese?
Hmm. So there's a professional understanding behind it because there are many languages in this world like Spanish, French, German. So more or less, when you talk about these languages, you get an idea that when you talk with German, when you talk with French, when you talk with native any Spanish, so you have an understanding that they side by side also know English too. You know, so these people have alongside their native languages, they have a bit good understanding of English too. But as far as Asian people are concerned, especially Japanese, Korean, and Chinese, they are very uh, they are very reserved, by at heart. They want to preserve their culture, and they don't want to, I mean, miss it. So that's why they intentionally, or intentionally, I would not say, they wholeheartedly use their own language wherever they go. So even if they know about English or any other language, they prefer to speak in their own native language wherever they are. So what happens when it's the time of globalization? All the countries of the world are interconnected due to trade and commerce purposes. So when a joint venture or any business occurs between two countries, especially when we talk about Japan. So there, we know there are many companies which are very much prevalent in our country, like Sony, Suzuki. So we all know about these companies, right? So when the uh, Japanese natives working in these companies come to India, they have to speak with Indian native to convey their messages about businesses and the daily day-to-day affairs. In this way, they want to have a professional interpreter or translator who can convey their messages directly to so that so that the bridge of communication can be established, right? So in especially in Japanese, Korean, and Chinese, people these natives seek for professional interpreters and translators, and these people do not look for any. These people don't have any other option like European people have. They can speak English also with their native languages. So the scope of Japanese market, Korean market, and Chinese market become high for in professional world. So having seen that, I also opted for Japanese language. So there's a good market in Japanese language. That's why I would say that people should
Yeah.
opt for this language.
When you chose to become Japanese interpreter, so how was the reaction for family? क्योंकि अभी मैं भी बिहार की हूँ, तो मुझे पता है फैमिली का रिएक्शन थोड़ा सा वो होता है कि अच्छा मतलब जापानीज लैंग्वेज, मतलब क्योंकि
Hmm.
मोस्टली जो पेरेंट्स होते हैं ना वो बचपन से सोचते हैं मेरा बेटा तो डॉक्टर बनेगा, इंजीनियर बनेगा. सो देयर आर मेनी
Hmm.
ऑप्शंस, और मतलब फैमिली भी बचपन से ही सपने देखने लग जाती है. सो हाउ योर फैमिली रिएक्टेड टू दिस?
But I would say my science part was not very good, and I was quite aware of it. So my family also didn't pressurize that you must do science only. So and yeah, obviously, when we have a scope in other fields also, then why not choose that field which can bring you a better career aspects, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
lesser.
I'm quite happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely it's a very unique thing, you know, मतलब engineer doctor तो हर कोई होता है, but it's a very unique thing that you chose to become a Japanese interpreter कि थोड़ा सा हटके करते हैं. So
Hmm.
how was your journey from you completed your graduation, so how was your journey till Amazon? Like you are investigation specialist, and definitely it's a great achievement in life in just 4 years. So how was your journey from there to there? Like how did you do?
My professional journey started with Mind. I mean, a company called Mind, which was a part of SMG. SMG stands for Samvardhana Motherson Group, and it was into joint venture with Japanese company, which was Sumitomo Denko. So Sumitomo Denko also deals in wire harness production. So I was working there as a translator and an interpreter. So it was quite learning experience at SMG, and then I moved to Amazon, which is again a very big brand, and I'm quite happy being part of this company because Major of the job is quite analytical, and yeah, in Japanese field, it's quite sufficing.
Yeah. So you are working in Amazon since February 2020. So कोई ऐसी मेमोरी आपकी ऑफिस में वर्क करते हुए जो काफी इंटरेस्टिंग हो, एंड वी शुड आल्सो नो दैट, क्योंकि ऑफिस में भी
Hmm.
हम काफी टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं, 9 hours.
Right. So when I joined back Amazon in February 2020, and within a month of joining, the lockdown took place. So it was very difficult initially because it was first ever experience in lifetime. So, but time by time, I got the got used to it. Now the things are quite okay. So
Yeah. So you didn't get chance to go to the office क्योंकि ज्वाइन करते ही लॉकडाउन लग गया.
right,
And
I
because in
went
March
there.
2020, I remember that in March 2020.
Right. I went there for a month only, but till then nothing started. I used to go there and came back
Yeah.
there. That's it.
So, how is the work culture there in Amazon?
It's quite amazing, you know what? Because it's a American company. The work culture is quite cool. I have seen people coming in trousers and half pants and slippers also carrying their laptops. So,
Wow.
so yeah, this is really amazing. And because previous to this company, I mean, in my previous company, a proper formal wear was instructed to wear, and when I came to Amazon, I found it completely opposite. So I was like, oh, nice. So it's
Wow.
quite good.
कितना सही है, उठो और आराम से ऐसे ही चले जाओ. It's
Exactly.
very amazing.
Yeah, right.
So, मतलब अभी everything has become virtual. तो मतलब ऑफिस जाने का अभी मौका नहीं मिलता, and if we go to the office, we spend a lot of time with our colleagues and we learn so many things also. So, जैसे कि अभी since February 2020 लॉकडाउन लग गया, सब कुछ वर्चुअली हो गया, डिजिटल हो गया, और अब तक वैसे ही चल रहा है. सो डोंट यू थिंक दैट अब मतलब यही चलता रहे, या फिर यू थिंक कि नहीं अब तो यार लेट्स गो टू द ऑफिस एंड यू आर एंजॉयिंग वर्क फ्रॉम होम?
So initially, I did enjoy a lot because my professional career started in since 2007 or 8 only. So after since 2007 8, I have never been in home for such a long time. So it was very happy moment initially. But now, yeah. So because the work from home is also not
Getting bored.
permanent. Yeah, getting bored because
Yeah.
you don't have a set, nothing is set. So if it is instructed that work from home is going to be permanent, then I would set my mind in this way and I would execute in the same way.
Yeah.
But I don't know when the notice come that you need to come back and all. So there's a bit pressure all the time, right?
So आपके दिमाग में हमेशा ये चलता रहता है कि कभी भी बुला सकते हो ऑफिस में. In the starting, work from home seems wow amazing. अब तो ऑफिस भी नहीं जाना है, like उठो बैठ जाओ काम करने के लिए. रेडी वेडी
Right.
होने की भी टेंशन नहीं है. बट अगर ये कंटिन्यूअसली होने लग जाए तो पीपल स्टार्ट गेटिंग फील बोर्ड, यार क्या है पूरे दिन घर पे बैठे रहते हैं.
Obviously,
एंड
you
देन
can't
फैमिली
move.
स्टार्ट थिंकिंग कि कुछ काम तो कर नहीं रहे हैं ये. सो आई ऑल्सो हर्ड दैट कि लैपटॉप लेके जब हम बैठे रहते हैं तो फैमिली को लगता है कुछ कर नहीं रहे हो, लैपटॉप में घुसे पड़े हो. सो योर फैमिली ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग लाइक दैट कि कोई काम वाम नहीं है.
So when the frequency of work is low, so I roam around my home. So sometimes family members do think that, oh, he is free now, so we can engage him in other activities too. So yeah, that time it is little
Yes,
disturbing,
yes.
Right.
They should get the freedom that whatever they want to do. Yeah.
Right.
So tell
Hmm.
us more about the Japanese language industry and what are those companies actually want from the new talent?
So especially if I talk about Japanese companies, uh, generally people think that Japanese are good at technologies. Like we have seen many electronics appliances set in our home which come from Japan, like Sony, Aiwa, Akai. So these all are major Japanese brands. And but recently, I've seen not only in the electronics field, but I've seen HR field, training field also. The Japanese companies started coming to India. So now I've seen not on there are multiple companies established in our country which are more than 1,000, and you can understand by seeing this number that what can be the scope of jobs and businesses in this market, in the professional market. Learning any language
Yeah.
is interesting also, I think, because you get to know the culture, the historical facts of the other country. How do they talk, how do they sit, how do they eat. So it is when you think in this way, it feels quite interesting also, you know how do they celebrate
Yeah.
their
It becomes
festivals and
quite
all.
interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
So
Means knowing culture of different countries also become very interesting. Like in India
right.
also every state has different culture. बिहार में अलग होता है, साउथ में अलग होता है. So
Right.
definitely once we start कि यार मुझे ये करना है तो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग हो जाता है. So
The
I
same thing
just
I'm
want
talking
to
about.
know
Yeah.
one thing that जब हम कॉलेज में होते हैं तो we do a lot of things, हमारी काफी memories होती हैं.
Hmm.
Means either it is 3 years, 4 years. So what was the best memory of your college life?
Best memory, no? So uh, alongside our daily classes, we used to organize the seminars and conferences in which people from Japan used to come, like not people, but especially professors from Japan used to come, and they used to organize calligraphy. Ikebana, you must have heard about this word. Ikebana, it's arrangements of flowers. So,
Okay.
arrangements of flowers in a way that it looks good. So, while doing calligraphy is when you use a brush to draw images, Japanese scripts that is called kanji. So kanji used to be written by brushes initially in the ancient days. Now in the current world, we use it we draw it by pen and pencil also. Calligraphy is drawing kanji by brush. It's sometimes a fun activity too. So how well you can draw
Yeah.
any kanji by brush. So I'm very bad at it, but I used to see my friends drawing these kanjis beautifully, and sometimes it looked so great that people used to hang it in their home also by framing it. So yeah, calligraphy is something I enjoyed, though I'm very bad at it. But yeah, I've seen people drawing it very beautifully, and yeah, using this talent to other
Yeah.
people.
तो जब आप जापानीज म्यूजिक प्ले करते होंगे तो घर में किसी और को तो समझ आता नहीं होगा, राइट?
Obviously.
एवरीबॉडी वुड बी थिंकिंग कि ये क्या है.
And the people do think
या
about
इट्स
this, but uh, at the same time, they think, no, 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 this is their profession, so we should not disturb him.
इफ वी नो एनी डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ लैंग्वेज तो सामने वाले को हम क्या कह रहे हैं उसे कुछ समझ नहीं आएगा.
Obviously, yeah.
लाइक दे वुड बी थिंक या कुछ
Yeah,
बुरा
most of
कह के
it.
भी हम बोलेंगे नहीं नहीं बहुत अच्छा कहा है मैंने.
Yeah, things like that, this do happen. And yeah, this is the fun of learning language, no? Basically.
So, coming to the end, I just like to ask you any suggestions to the upcoming new talents in terms of their preparation for the placements or switch to new company.
Language is also a very good option to build their career, and I would say Japanese would be the best among all the languages if I talk about the present scenario. So they must uh, choose the people learners must choose their career wisely, and if they want to learn Japanese, there are various institutions and colleges in India which teaches Japanese languages, and Japanese in JNU is one of them. DU also. I would say people should people should think about themselves, and if they want to learn Japanese, or they must work hard, because initially you will find it totally different experience, and at that moment you need to keep practicing so that you can get used to this language well.
Yeah. So, if anybody want to switch their company and want to go to the new company, so which type of things they should keep in mind?
I mean, they in first place they should think about their growth, that they should think that if I stay in this company for next 5 years, would I be able to grow professionally or not? Would I be able to achieve my target or not? If they can't, then leaving any company is not, I would say, is not a good idea initially. But obviously, if you can't see any growth or growth growth prospect, then sometimes
Yeah.
these strong decisions have to be taken, and
Mm-hmm.
this is not also confirmed that if you are not growing in this company, it does not mean that you will not grow in the other company. So yeah, if you think that
Yeah,
your
yeah.
career is stuck and you are not able to think better or
Mm.
execute better, you then that is the right time to switch.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That means, in short, that everyone should follow their passion and work hard for their growth. And
Hmm.
definitely, हम जो भी करें दिल से करें तो बहुत सारी चीजें easy हो जाती है.
Right, right.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Kanishk, for your time. I hope you enjoyed this session. And
Hmm.
the message you gave to the younger generation, definitely they will follow. They will follow that. And I just hope that most people join this type of country, this type of industry, like different languages. And if we opt for something unique, तो हमारे करियर के लिए भी अच्छा है, because there are so many options that people don't know.
Right.
It's a great opportunity to learn something new, and even I didn't know that there are so many options that we can choose for languages also, because
Hmm.
I was like कि चलो तेलुगु सीखते हैं, तमिल सीखते हैं.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely we can learn so many foreign languages too.
Learning any language is fun initially. Yeah, I mean, not initially, overall.
Yeah, if
Mm.
it is your passion.
Yeah, yeah, it should be a passion of anyone.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for that you are with us, and I just hope that
Thank you
that
so much.
you
Thank you
will
so much.
enjoy